Hey Taurus, hey, how you feeling? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not, thank you for rocking with me however long you've been here, Taurus. I greatly appreciate you riding with me. If you're new, welcome to Your Highest Good Tarot. I'm Shauna. Nice to meet you. Here at Your Highest Good Tarot, we are exactly what it says, working towards our highest good. That is all about evolution. It is all about elevation. So, Taurus, if you're just starting out on the journey where you're putting in the work, or Taurus, if you've been putting in that work, guess what? You found your folks, because that's what we here to do. And today, Taurus, we are talking about removing blockages so you can walk in your divine purpose. Listen, purposes are specific to you. Yes, you may be able to make money walking in your purpose. It doesn't mean you have to. Also, it doesn't really have to do with religion. It may, but your purpose is specific to you. So just keep in mind, Taurus, that this message is not for everybody. Take it as it resonates. And we're going to get started. We'll start off with your gifts and the gifts that you will be using to walk in your divine purpose. Spirit, what are the gifts that Taurus has that they are going to use to walk in their divine purpose? What are the gifts Taurus has that they're going to use to walk in their divine purpose? Taurus, if you would like a pre-recorded private reading with me, there is a link in the description box below that tells you exactly how to get that. Too many cards. Too many cards. It's like, okay, maybe not. It's 4. We'll rock with it. Plus, Spirit said, nah, use them. So we have the Ace of Wands. I don't want no problems with Spirit. We have the Six of Wands. We have Strength. And we have the Nine of Pentacles here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. Taurus, I know that many of y'all are like, I want to help people, right? But of course, there's different ways to help people. And this is about helping people heal. Some of you are already doing things that are like this, or maybe you haven't even recognized that this is a spiritual gift meant to lead you into your divine purpose. And I know you're saying, Shauna, okay, what the fuck is it though? First of all, watch your mouth. I'll say what you want. I don't care. Oh, yeah. Okay. So again, we have the Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Strength. Huh. You're meant to inspire. You have, Taurus, a way of inspiring others in a way that they feel seen. And not only that, but gives them courage to be authentic, gives them courage to even become independent, self-sufficient, disciplined. So you help in a way by showing people, like, maybe even through your own actions. But a lot of times what I'm feeling like is more of not just action, but it's even sitting down and talking with them, getting to know them. And it's you help them feel seen. You help them feel seen. and see themselves. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands here? Please clarify the Ace of Wands regarding Taurus's gifts. Please clarify the Ace of Wands. You know, it takes a lot of patience, and it is interesting because the Knight of Pentacles is clarifying this. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is patient, somebody who is intentional, and it's like you can pinpoint the thing uh that maybe people don't recognize in themselves, and you help bring that out. So you go in with the intent of, you like, oh, I see you, but you don't even see it. You don't even see what you're doing. You don't even see who you are. Oh yeah, you could definitely make some money from this, Taurus, because as you begin to do it, what you'll end up doing, because you're so intentional, you end up refining. You work so hard at it, and you become so quick at it. You know, it's your thing. It's your thing. It takes nothing, because that's your gift. Anybody else, they got to sit down, watch, and study, and like, already I'm tired. Like, and I am an observer. And you see the truth. You see the truth, and you tell people, you help people see the truth and look the truth in the eyes, because a lot of people can't. But it's like you make it, palatable for them to receive it. The You see her hand is still open for receipt. You know, she's very logical. The Queen of Swords, very logical, very intelligent. Um, but you could actually, you could definitely make money doing this. You could, so somebody who, types of jobs that do this is, like motivational speaking, is um writing books to inspire others to follow their dreams or to improve themselves, or actually walk in their authenticity, but maybe they don't know how to get there. Maybe they don't know how to see it. It means that you could even start online. That's only if you wanted to make money on it. This is something that you could even do in the community with younger people, because a lot of them are lost. Hell, people my age are lost, you know? But when you start with younger folks at an impressionable age, it helps them grow into people who are independent, self sufficient, not actually want to go out and do things because they have the courage to do it. So I don't know if that means becoming a big brother, a big sister, because if you even touch one person, Taurus, you change generations. I hope this makes sense, because I know some of y'all are like, well, what the fuck does that mean? What, how, if I wanted to do this, if I wanted to make money from this, how would I do it? And it would be different for everybody, right? Because not everybody was meant to be an author. Not everybody is meant to be on social media. you know Sometimes it just requires starting in the community, starting at the boys and girls club, starting at maybe a local event. starting in your family, starting with your friends. Because then once you get the moving, that's when those ideas come. That's when spirit, the divine, comes through. It's like, you know what? Here's something nobody else is doing. Does that make sense? Now let's get into this blockage that you have to that needs to be removed so spirit can come through. God can come through, but like, here's this idea. Yeah. Let's get to that. What is the blockage that needs to be removed so Taurus can walk in their divine purpose? And keep in mind, I don't know if I've already said this, I can't remember. Walking in your divine purpose doesn't mean that you have to be doing this full time. You can be working in corporate world and still walking your divine purpose. You know, what needs to be removed? What blockage needs to be removed for Taurus to walk in their divine purpose? King of Wands came out here. The King of Wands is very charismatic. And let's get this straight. We're talking about the energy of the King of Wands. So your biological sex doesn't matter. Your gender identity doesn't matter. We're talking about the energy of the King of Wands. He can be somebody who is a good leader, very good at communicating, which would make you, Taurus, really good. You know, maybe a good orator with helping inspire folks. But as a blockage, the King of Wands can have a fucking ego. The King of Wands can be kind of slick and can be very extroverted to the point where others can't be seen because because you can be so, your opinion matters the most, you know, like that. At the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. So there needs to be a rebirth, a renewal to that ego, and shifting it into confidence, because confidence doesn't have to be boisterous. It doesn't have to be loud or always be seen. It doesn't have to always win a fight. Confidence would rather have peace than be right. And for some of you, you may say, well, that's just me being passionate. And it's like, well, you can quell your passion. Turn that shit down just a little bit. Just get the dial, and because you want your message to be heard, right? Sometimes things can't be received because of how loud it may be, or how loud it may, how it's presented. I don't want to say loud. So let me take that back. How it's presented, because everybody perceives things different ways. And unfortunately, perception is reality. What's the advice? What's the advice for Taurus? Oh, interesting. Temperance. There is some balance that's needed, and maybe even some healing. It may have been, Taurus, where maybe you weren't heard or seen, or felt like you were heard or seen when you were younger. Because a lot of us came up in an era where children were seen and not heard. And in some households, it was a lot stricter than others. So now you are, you know, turned all the way up. because people are going to hear you. People are going to see you, right? But here's the thing, Taurus, people already hear you. They already see you. And you have a gift of seeing others for exactly who they are and letting that, seeing that thing that maybe they don't like as much, and like, nah, that's beautiful. Let that shine. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Let's get some final messages. Now, Taurus, don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't be like, Shauna said that I'm too much. No, I said that you can turn the ego down. There's a difference between confidence and ego. Yes, we all have ego, but some of our egos are a lot bigger than other folks' egos. I know because I'm a Leo. We got big ass egos. Ask me how I know. And there had to be a lot of ego death, and there's still a lot of ego death to go. So this is me speaking from experience. That's all that is. And this is not judgment, even though the judgment card came up. This is not judgment coming from me at all. You know, it's one thing that I understand now, especially transitioning here, where some things are not received because of how it's presented. And I want, in order for me to walk in my divine path, I have been charged with making sure that things are clear and concise. No mince words. Take my feelings out of, because ego will allow feelings to get into everything when feelings have no place. That's why at the bottom of the deck here, if I can get it here, yep, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords again, because she is somebody who is very intelligent. She leads with head over heart, because ego, when we in our feelings, we end up making some not so great decisions in our feelings sometimes, or a lot of times, getting in your feelings. You know, I'm gonna step down off my soapbox and let spirit finish this. Message for Taurus regarding removing blockages to walk in their divine path, divine purpose, excuse me. Message for Taurus. We're going to get this message and one more, and then we out. Message for Taurus regarding removing blockages to walk in their divine purpose. This one. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Dream. Dream. Yeah. There's some dreams that this is like, a lot of you do have a dream of being an inspiration to others. Like, that's how you want to help people. That's how you want to help people heal. Help them oh, I told you the Queen of Swords was down here again. Help them heal. I thought it was the Ten of Swords like before. Heal those emotional wounds and help them see themselves for the beautiful people that they are. And a lot of you are going to be very prosperous at it. Like, for real, for real. And on purpose. And I'm happy. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you, Taurus. Final message for Taurus regarding, so keep dreaming, but also don't just dream, start doing that shit. We here to work. We're here to have a good time, but we're here to work too. Final message for Taurus regarding removing, okay. There it is. I love it. Gambling. And I know you're like, Shauna, why do you love that? Because that means this is not about gambling like an addiction. This is about gambling on yourself, Taurus. Gambling on yourself. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have someone else. So some of you have someone who is going to try to sabotage you in walking in your dream. If I can get this word to show up, there it is, kind of, sort of, there. There's somebody who is going to try to sabotage you, try to convince you, maybe even project their own fears onto you. So make sure you keep your dreams between you and the divine, between you and God, between you, your benevolent ancestors, between you and the universe, and only tell people when they absolutely need to know. What I'm saying is, Taurus, walk in silence while you're doing your work. Is that it, Spirit? All right, y'all. Spirit said that's it. And when you said all you know, it's time to go. All right, y'all. I'll holla at you. Bye.